Sandra. Thank you for tuning in again today. Today was a very beautiful day. I hope that you all are doing very well wherever you may be in this beautiful place, and especially during the times that we are experiencing right now. Man, it is tough out there, with the COVID and the George Floyd. It's tough out in the world today. So I hope that everyone is safe, and despite all of that, that we are all having a great time. So anyway, let's get straight to it. So, man, I am so happy to be back. I took a little break, but I'm ready to get straight to it. I want to talk about selfishness. So selfishness in general, selfishness in romantic relationships, selfishness in any type of relationship, whether that be a friendship, family members, whatever. Selfishness, period. What is selfishness? How does selfishness affect relationships? So there's a question. Am I being selfish because I decide to break up with someone because they don't want to have kids and I want kids in my future? So that is the question today someone asked. So I don't believe in this particular case that is being selfish. That's absolutely not selfish. So take this for an example. You pull up at, let's just say Popeye's chicken. And you want something to eat. So you pull up there because you see that they serve food, right? Okay. But you want some mahi red snapper or some salmon blackened. So you drive up, you go to the drive-through or you go in and you ask for this because you know this is what you want right now and you need it. You're like, I don't want any fried foods right now because I'm trying to lose weight, trying to eat healthy, thinking down the road for the long term. I want to make sure my body is right or whatever it may be for you, but you feel like I need a healthier choice. I want something blackened, I want some fish. So you pull up there and it's like, we don't sell fish. So do you walk away or do you say, hey, it's okay, maybe I eat some chicken today. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind eating some fried chicken with their delicious biscuits and, oh my God, amazing dirty rice and their red beans. OMG. So do you decide, is it acceptable for you? Are you going to be able to live with, devouring some fried chicken, extra greasy, putting on an extra 2 pounds, just eating the food, fried chicken, you got your biscuit, the red beans and rice, dirty rice, So do you accept that? Are you okay with that? Or do you say, you know what? No, I'm going to stick to my guns because I know what I want to eat. And that is something I'm not willing to compromise on. So the choice is yours. So I don't think it's selfish because you know exactly what you want and this person cannot give it to you. It is actually wise on your part, and it saves you headache down the road because no telling, you may even say, you know what, let me go ahead and eat this fried chicken. Let me eat this buttery biscuit. And then, next week you done gained 2 pounds when you're trying to lose weight. Or, health issues could come because you're eating the wrong types of food. So everything that you do has, it plays a part in your life. So do you want to risk it? Are you okay? Will you be comfortable with the extra 2 pounds that you put on? So for example, if you continue in this relationship and you say, you know what, I'm just going to go with it. I love this person and it's okay that she doesn't want kids. I know I want them, but down the line, you may feel like there's something that you want and you're not getting it unfulfilled, are you going to start taking it out on that person because this person doesn't want kids when you already from the beginning wanting kids? You know, are you going to resent them? You know, are you going to start playing the blame game? Now, you can't get into relationships or go into relationships expecting to change someone else. That doesn't work. Take it from me. I've been more married, what, twice? I've already said that before. So I know through experience you cannot get in a relationship and expect that the other person is going to change just because, ooh, you can rock the boat, rock the boat. You know, you can't, no matter how good your good is. It doesn't matter, you know, because somebody else's good is just as good or better than your good at your goodies. So, anyway, just think about that. So, do you want to continue and risk being unfulfilled in your life down the road? Or are you okay with not having kids? You need to make up your mind and just say, you know what? I'm okay without having kids. I can have them or I can't have them. It won't bother me either way. Now, if that's your case, then why not continue in a relationship? But if you know this is something you absolutely want, then it's okay just to say, hey, you know what? Everything is good, you know, but something is not good with me. And that is, I would like to have children and you don't. And so I just think right now, this is the perfect time for us to, you know, just let it go. And there's nothing wrong with letting it go. Now, that's the first thing. So definitely not selfishness. That's basically looking out for yourself and also looking out for the other person, because you would hate to get into a relationship and the other person would hate to get in a relationship when you already have expectations and then you take it out on them because you're not getting something that you wanted and you knew from the beginning. You know, that causes bitterness and resentment, unforgiveness, and, you know, everything, strife. And that's how relationships fail. That's how they end up, you know, not working out and not being successful. So let's talk about the other part of selfishness. So in a relationship, whether it's your bestie, your siblings, family members, your lover, there has to be some compromise. And as we go on our journey in life on a day-to-day basis, there is something that may arise where it could have been looked at as one person was being selfish and somebody's not willing to compromise. That's something that we always have to check, because remember, nobody is perfect. As good as we may look and feel, no one is perfect. No matter how perfect that person is for you, this person, you know, have flaws. They have things that they need to work on. They have things that they're trying to grow and improve upon. So know that when you're in a relationship, there is going to be some level of compromise. And for me, I have learned that. I'm still learning that. I'm continuing to learn that, because whereas I may have developed to this point, there's still some more for me to reach up here. You know, I may have tackled this over here, but I haven't tackled that. And then in relationships, we have to also learn that everything does not have to go our way. And when you have to be okay with that, because life is not a bed of roses and it's not a box of chocolates. So you know, it may be like a box of chocolates, you know, you never know what you're gonna get. But if you're talking about delicious chocolate, creamy, dark chocolate with caramel and pecans, it's not that every day. It's not that every day. You may get some dark chocolate with cherry cream in it, and for me, I don't like that. So it's not the good box of chocolates, you know, the one that you specifically pick out because you know you like everyone in the box. It's not the one that someone give you, that assorted box that have things in it. You're like, ugh, what is that? What in the world? But it's not that. So as we go through life, we need to know that, and we need to take the time to self-reflect and check on ourselves. And that's what I have to do. And sometimes I'm told, like, hey, you know what? You've been a little bit selfish. Everything's going your way. You know why? Because I'm a boss. But no, I shouldn't be too much of a boss. I can be a boss a little bit, but there has to be some compromise. We can't get so much into our own ways where everything has to go this way, or you can't use a certain towel, or you can't put this decoration over here, and it's always have to go exactly like the way that you want it, because this is what you see, without looking at the other person to see how they feel and what their perspective or what their view is on it and how they want it. Compromise, because selfishness is a destructive thing. Selfishness, destroys relationships, because things can become one-sided, and you can lose people, you can lose friends if it's all about you, and if it's all about what you want, and if you're not compromising on anything. Friendships are destroyed and lost, and you lose your bestie, or you end up breaking up because it's always what the other person wants, and they're like, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, because guess what? It's my way. So relationships shouldn't be like that. So take the time while you're in your relationships. Ask for forgiveness for those who you have wronged with your selfishness. Like, if everything has to go your way, like if they don't call when you want them to call or text back, apologize for that stuff. But now, don't get me wrong. There are people that play games and stuff. I'm not for the game playing. So don't play no games with me. I do not condone anyone that's playing games. If it's genuinity, honesty, real stuff, that real, then that's okay. People have lives, and they have things to do, and they have things to get to, and not all the time they can, respond or react the way that you want them to, or respond when you want them to. But there are those people that play those games that be like, you know what? Since you didn't do this, I'm gonna do that. No, I despise that. I don't like that, and I don't advise anyone to continue in relationships or friendships where people are playing games like that, because I just think, if you start off playing games, you're gonna have to keep up playing the games, and it's just gonna be a big field of games, and it's really not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna be any growth, because somebody is always trying to play when you're trying to be serious. So check yourself, self-reflect, think about what are some things that you have, been selfish on, something that you've been too stubborn to hear, or to back down on, when everything has to go your way. It's not about you, it's about both of you, the people that are in this relationship. So give, receive, both ways, both ways, both ways. It shouldn't just be a one-way street, because if it is, then eventually you're just going to be going one way by yourself. So do that. Self-reflect, and you know what? Leave your comments, and don't forget to ring the bell if you want to be notified anytime that I release a video. So anyway, stay tuned. My next video will be coming out soon, and I holla.